Good morning. I apologize. I'm getting on here late. I was working on actually some Creo stuff, kind of practicing some things and getting myself in order before class started. And I should have set an alarm because I got lost in time. So I'm coming on here right now to give you the video demonstration that I wanted to show you. So I'm hoping nobody was out here and was waiting for me, but if you are, I truly apologize. And what I'm going to do is we're going to start by looking at our calendar and then jumping into things. I want to show you a couple of things on Creo. So I'm going to share my screen with you. You should be seeing the calendar. And so today is the 22nd, and we're going to continue on in learning plan number 5. So yesterday we looked at axis patterns, and so today I want to kind of show you the dimension pattern. And so that's going to be an XY pattern, if you would, kind of a rectangular one. Tomorrow we will not have virtual lecture, but you guys you guys can use your open lab as you choose. Reason being is I need to take my dad to a procedure appointment that came up. Actually, just found out about it last night, and he needs to have it taken care of tomorrow, and I'm needing to drive him there. So tomorrow we will not have a virtual lecture. So I wanted to be sure to get on here today so that you had this as a resource to review and get information for. But you can certainly work independently. You can contact me via text or email if you have any questions. I just won't have my computer available to kind of get really good information or give you a demo if you need it. So tomorrow, no virtual lecture, but then we'll be back on Monday with finishing up our learning plan number 7, which are these patterns. And so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to kind of show you the tutorial that is the erector set plate, and just kind of go through how to use that dimension pattern in Creo. So I'm going to first visit underneath in the book here. We're going to make this plate right here, okay? And what I'm going to focus on is showing you how to put in the 2 patterns here. One is going to be the bottom pattern, so it's going to be like an XY pattern, and then the other one is going to be in the sides of the part here, okay? Now, what I've done already is I have gotten everything drawn in place for the plate itself, the solid plate. So I did the plate without any holes in it, and I'm going to be starting here on step number 19, okay? So I didn't want to take the time to show that on the video. I wanted to focus on the pattern portion. So as I open up Creo, this is the plate that I have, okay? So what we want to do is we want to start by looking at this straight on. So we're going to look at it in a top view manner, okay? So straight on right here, and then we're going to switch this to no hidden, okay? So just like this. Now I'm going to place my first hole in the bottom right hand corner, and it's going to be simple, pre-defined. And then I already have the diameter in here. It's 0.166 diameter. And I want this to go all the way through all surfaces. So I'm going to change that to all the way through. Now I'm going to open up this placement tab, but I'm going to place my hole down here. Now I'm going to zoom in a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these broken diamonds and I'm going to attach it to the right edge and then to the bottom edge here when it activates. And you'll notice over here the offset references are to the extrude 1 F5 and extrude 1 F5 here. And what we're going to do is the first one that I placed, the 0.174, we just can key in the value here rather than selecting the dimension actually in the view. And then I can do the same thing here, and I can do 0.25 up from the bottom as well, okay? So now what it's done is it's placed it right where I want it to in that view, okay? So that's all set for that first one, and I can hit the OK button, and you'll notice that I have my hole placed here, okay? So that's one. Now what I'm gonna do with the hole one highlighted, I'm gonna go back to my top view here. So I'm looking straight on. I'm just gonna come in a little bit. And with hole 1 highlighted, I'm gonna do pattern, And I'm going to leave this time. The pattern type is going to be dimension. Okay, so I am now going to, for this first one, it says select your items. I want to select this horizontal dimension. Okay, and then it says select the dimension to vary in the first direction. So I'm going to be going 0.5 to the left. Okay, so 0.5. So you'll notice that it put another dot then to the left of this. So right now it says number of members in our pattern. There's 2 right now, but I want to change that in that direction. I actually want 7. Okay, so 7, and then they're each going to have a 1/2 inch in between centers there. Okay, from the first item all the way to the 7th. Then I'm going to do this in a second direction. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to select this vertical dimension, which is 0.25, and the spacing between is also going to be 0.5. So you'll notice that it put the next set above for me. Now, 2 members in this direction, but I actually want to fill my plate, and it's going to be 6 in that vertical direction total. Okay, so as I look right here and I look at the dots, this is exactly what I want. So I'm just going to simply hit OK. Okay. All right, so my holes, and you can see the depth here, they are through in my plate. All right, then the next thing I want to do is I want to add, I'm going to go back underneath here. I want to add this hole right there. There's just one in that location. So I'm going to look at it in that top view orientation again. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. I'm going to do the hole command one more time, and I'm going to place it over here on the left-hand side. Now I'm also going to switch it back to through all, and I'm going to click just kind of like right here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it in relationship to that right edge, and I'm going to hit the front plane here. Okay, now in placement, you're going to notice those 2 dimensions are identified here. So I can key in 3 point, I think it's, is it 3.75 or 3.875? I forgot it. The second one. Where is it? Oh, 3.75, 3.75. Okay, so that looks good. I'm going to hit enter. And then my offset from that datum plane, that front plane right here, is going to be, it would be 0, I could do offset, or I can say align with it. And there it is. Okay, it's going to align with it. And I'm going to like that, and it looks good, so I'm going to hit OK. Okay, so that's the second hole. Now, I am now going to put holes in these uprights that we have here. Okay, I want to put holes in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the hole, and my placement is going to be on this front plane right here. Okay, front plane right there. And I want it to go through all surfaces. Okay, and then I'm going to look straight on right now because I can see that it's going through everything as I want it to. And I am going to look at the front view this time. I'm going to zoom in, okay, and I'm going to take these guys and I'm going to go to the edge and to the edge, okay, and these dimensions are going to be 0.25 from either side. So I'm going to do placement, and they're already in there for me, so 0.25 and 0.25. Okay, so they're evenly spaced from those corners. And I'm going to just do a quick peek to make sure that it all looks good, and it did go through the other wall on the other side. So I'm going to hit OK. All right, so that's 1. Now with hole number 3 highlighted, I am going to, now you might, the hole numbers might be different because what I did was I went through this and I kind of got rid of the stuff that I didn't want, so it's going to continue those numbering. So you might have hole number 1 and hole number 2. I have hole number 2 and hole number 3, which is fine. So with hole number 3 highlighted, I'm going to do my pattern here, okay? And now what I need to do is I need to select my items, and I need this to go in a horizontal direction. So we're not going to do a vertical this time, just the horizontal direction. So this is the number that I need, the 0.25, the horizontal, and I need the distance between them to be 0.5. So right now, as I look, you can see there's only 2 members that are called out here, so it's only doing 2. And this is the center of the hole, the center of the center line. So I need to, in this direction, do 7. And I'm going to hit enter. And you'll notice that, I'll zoom out, this is going to be the location of each one of those holes from that top view. So, and it'll go through both uprights, if you would. So as I look here, I think that looks good. I'm going to hit OK, and it sets up for me now my holes in each one of those upright walls across from each other in line. Okay, so I'm gonna go back to shaded with edges. Okay, so this looks a little bit more realistic, if you would, and then I'm going to go ahead and save this. And then I'm going to go and I'm going to actually get rid of the old version. So I'm going to go to File, I'm going to go to Manage File, and then delete all the old versions. Do I want to delete them all? Yes, because this is my final part and I'm happy with it, right? Okay, so that's a demonstration on how to use those dimension or the dimension pattern in the like X and Y direction or just along one direction, and how to kind of manipulate those around to get what you need. So you have 2 homework problems that would apply to this type of a pattern. So I'm going to open up, this is on page 194. Okay, 194, this would be a dimensional pattern, but it would just be in one direction. So you would, draw this guy, you would extrude it, and then you would, do your pattern along the way. It gives you the information about the distances and things like that. Over on 6-7, this is going to be building this drawer cabinet, and this is the these are the dimensions of the sketch for the drawer and what it should look like. It gives you that it's 6 inches deep, okay? And then what you're going to do, you're going to arrange them so that you have, it looks like 40 drawers. So it's 4 in one direction and then 10 high, okay? So use that dimension pattern in order to develop this one. Okay, so that's really the two that are going to apply to that one. So if you have any questions related to either one of those homework problems or the demo that I did today, please let me know. And then also just a reminder that as we look at our calendar tomorrow, I will not be doing a virtual lecture, but would be available via text message or email, that if you do have any questions, you can certainly contact me and I will get back to you, but I just won't have my computer available to do a kind of a live demo. And then we'll resume on Monday the 27th. You'll notice that on Monday the 27th, at the end of the day, Learning Plan tutorial, or the Learning Plan 5 tutorial, and the extra credit, and there should be, I believe the homework problems are due here as well. I don't know why they're not showing up, but let me just verify that in our learning plan before I let you go. If not, I'll get those on there. So learning plan number 5. We will have one more learning plan. I haven't released it yet, if you would. And then let's go into the homework. And I just want to verify. Here are our drawings. So I'm gonna do an edit here. Oops, that's not what I think that's not what I wanted. Is it here? Okay. Oh, it's the 30th. It's the 30th. Maybe I didn't see it there. Maybe because it's not at the right time. So let me take a peek. Submit. It's on the 30th, so let's, for the homework. So let's just make sure it's there on our calendar. I guess I didn't see it when I was glancing. There it is, yeah, because now it's I really wanted it as 11:59, not 11:55, 11:59. Save, okay. So now here it is on Thursday, the end of next week, Learning Plan 5 drawings will be done. So make sure that you have your tutorial and your extra credit. If you want to do the extra credit tutorial, that's totally fine. If not, you can jump right into the homework. And that's that. So we'll be transitioning to something new on Tuesday. If you have any questions, let me know. I apologize for my late start today. Like I said, I lost track of time, and all of a sudden it was 10:35, and I realized I needed to be here. So so hopefully this will work for you guys. I'll get this posted ASAP. Have a good day. If I don't see you before Monday, have a great weekend.